Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Relax and Learn English. I'm very happy that you are here today. In this episode, we are going to talk about something that can completely change your life if you learn to master it. How to control your temper and build a stronger character. Every person experiences difficult emotions. We all feel angry, frustrated, disappointed, annoyed, and stressed from time to time. These emotions are a natural part of being human. However, what truly defines us is not what we feel, but how we respond to those feelings. Many people believe that strong individuals never get angry or upset. But that is not true. Strong people feel emotions just like everyone else. The difference is that they learn how to manage those emotions instead of allowing those emotions to manage them. Think about the last time you became angry. Maybe someone criticized you. Maybe a friend disappointed you. Maybe a family member said something hurtful. Or perhaps a situation simply did not go the way you expected. In those moments, it is easy to react immediately. We may raise our voice, say things we do not mean, or make decisions that we later regret. The problem with reacting impulsively is that emotions are temporary, but the consequences of our actions can last much longer. That is why emotional control is such an important skill. The first step toward controlling your temper is self-awareness. Self-awareness means paying attention to your emotions and recognizing them before they become overwhelming. Many people do not notice their anger until they are already arguing with someone. However, anger often begins with smaller signs. Your heart may start beating faster. Your shoulders may become tense. Your thoughts may become more negative. You may feel impatient or irritated. Learning to recognize these early signals gives you an opportunity to choose your response instead of simply reacting automatically. One helpful technique is to pause before responding. This sounds simple, but it can be incredibly powerful. When emotions are strong, even a few seconds of silence can make a huge difference. Taking a pause allows your mind to catch up with your emotions. Instead of reacting immediately, you give yourself time to think. Sometimes the best response is not the fastest response. In fact, many conflicts could be avoided if people simply paused before speaking. Another important lesson is understanding that not everything deserves a reaction. In today's world, people often feel the need to respond to every comment, every criticism, and every disagreement. But the truth is that peace is sometimes more valuable than being right. Not every battle needs to be fought. Not every opinion needs to be challenged. Learning to choose your battles wisely is a sign of maturity and strength. When someone says something negative, ask yourself, is responding really worth my energy? Will this matter a week from now? A month from now? A year from now? Often the answer is no. Another powerful habit is learning not to take everything personally. This can be difficult because human beings naturally interpret situations through their own perspective. When someone is rude, we often assume it is because of us. When someone seems distant, we assume we did something wrong. However, people are usually dealing with their own struggles. They may be stressed, worried, exhausted, or facing problems that have nothing to do with you. Understanding this can help you react with more patience and less anger. It does not mean accepting disrespect, but it does mean recognizing that other people's behavior is often influenced by factors you cannot see. It is also important to understand the connection between physical health and emotional health. When you are tired, hungry, stressed, or overwhelmed, controlling your emotions becomes more difficult. Think about how you feel after a poor night of sleep. Small problems may seem much bigger than they really are. You may become irritated more easily. This is why taking care of your body is also a way of taking care of your mind. Regular exercise, healthy eating, enough sleep, and proper rest can improve your emotional resilience, and help you stay calm during difficult situations. Another key element of character development is personal responsibility. Many people blame others for their emotions. They say things like, "You made me angry," or "You made me lose." Control, while other people can certainly influence our feelings. We are ultimately responsible for our own actions. Taking responsibility for your behavior is empowering because it reminds you that you have control over your choices. You cannot always control what happens to you, but you can control how you respond. This mindset can transform the way you approach challenges and conflicts. Let's talk about patience. Patience is often misunderstood. Some people think patience means being passive or allowing others to take advantage of you. In reality, patience is the ability to remain calm and thoughtful even when circumstances are difficult. Patience allows you to make better decisions. It helps you avoid unnecessary mistakes. It improves your relationships and reduces stress. Developing patience takes time, but every moment you choose calmness over frustration helps strengthen this valuable skill. Another important aspect of controlling your character is learning to communicate effectively. Communication is more than just speaking. It also involves listening. Many arguments happen because people are focused on defending themselves rather than understanding each other. Active listening means paying attention to what another person is saying without immediately preparing your response. When people feel heard, conversations often become more productive and respectful. If you disagree with someone, try to understand their perspective before expressing your own. This does not mean you must agree with them, but understanding creates opportunities for better communication and less conflict. Empathy is another essential skill. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of another person. When you practice empathy, you begin to see situations from different perspectives. Imagine that a coworker seems impatient. Instead of immediately becoming defensive, you might consider that they are under pressure. Imagine that a friend seems distant. Instead of assuming they do not care about you, you might consider that they are dealing with personal challenges. Empathy helps reduce anger because it replaces assumptions with understanding. It reminds us that everyone is fighting battles that we may know nothing about. Building a strong character also requires honesty with yourself. Sometimes we become angry because we are avoiding uncomfortable truths. Perhaps we made a mistake and do not want to admit it. Perhaps we are disappointed with ourselves. Perhaps we are afraid of failure or rejection. Self-reflection can help us identify the deeper causes of our emotions. Instead of asking, "Why am I angry?" try asking, "What is this anger trying to tell me?" Sometimes anger is a signal that something important needs attention. Understanding the root cause can help you address the real issue instead of simply reacting to the symptoms. Another helpful practice is gratitude. Gratitude may not seem related to anger, but it can significantly influence your emotional state. When you focus only on problems, frustrations naturally grow. When you take time to appreciate the positive aspects of your life, your perspective begins to change. Gratitude does not mean ignoring difficulties. It means recognizing that challenges exist alongside blessings. A grateful mindset often leads to greater patience, optimism, and emotional balance. Let's also discuss the importance of forgiveness. Holding on to anger for long periods can be exhausting. Sometimes people hurt us deeply, and forgiveness can feel impossible. However, forgiveness is not about pretending that nothing happened. It is not about excusing harmful behavior. Instead, forgiveness is about freeing yourself from the burden of constant resentment. Carrying anger for years often hurts the person holding it more than the person who caused it. Forgiveness is a gift you give. Yourself because it allows you to move forward. And focus on your own well-being. One of the greatest signs of character is consistency. It is easy to be calm when everything is going well. The real test comes during difficult moments. How do you behave when things do not go as planned? How do you treat people when you are stressed? How do you respond when you face criticism or failure? Character is built through the choices we make during challenging times. Every difficult situation is an opportunity to practice patience, self-control, and resilience. Over time, these choices shape the person you become. Remember that personal growth is a journey, not a destination. Nobody has perfect emotional control. Everyone makes mistakes. Everyone loses patience sometimes. The goal is not perfection. The goal is improvement. If you react poorly today, learn from the experience and try again tomorrow. Progress happens through consistent effort. Small improvements made every day can lead to remarkable changes over time. Imagine the kind of person you want to become. Perhaps you want to be someone who remains calm under pressure, someone who communicates respectfully, someone who inspires confidence and trust. Every time you practice self-control, you move one step closer to becoming that person. Your habits shape your character, and your character shapes your future. Before we finish today's episode, I want you to remember one simple idea. Your emotions are powerful, but they do not have to control you. You have the ability to pause, reflect, choose wisely, and respond with intention. The more you practice these skills, the stronger your character will become. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today on Relax and Learn English. I hope you found this episode useful, inspiring, and helpful for your English learning journey. Keep practicing, keep growing, and keep believing in your ability to become the best version of yourself. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, give this video a like, and share it with your friends if you enjoyed it. Your support helps this channel grow and allows more people around the world to learn English in a relaxing and enjoyable way. Thank you again for listening, and I'll see you in the next episode of Relax and Learn English. Goodbye, everyone.